Alright guys, so as we speak, Hurricane Beryl is bearing down on Jamaica, and we have guests in all three cabins where we have to host them through a hurricane.
Hello, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for joining us. To those persons who are actually new here, my name is Shellyan and my husband Ramond and I are Airbnb hosts. We're actually super hosts. We just got our 4th consecutive super host status, so we're doing quite well in that area. But we're going to be sharing one of our unique hosting experiences, because this is actually the first time that we are hosting through a storm. Well, a hurricane, that is. We had our 3 cabins. We had maximum capacity on the property during Hurricane Beryl. And it took a lot from us to prepare and to actually go through the whole hurricane process, while considering our own needs, dealing with our own fears, as well as maintaining the cabins. So I'm going to be sharing, or we both are going to be sharing, what this experience has been, because we're not quite finished yet, but what this experience has been like.
So we have to do some preparation right now in order to get the place ready, and also do some communication with the guests to make them aware of what's happening and how the hurricane can impact them. Some of them are from overseas, 2 of them are from overseas, 1 of them is local, but we have to just prepare everybody nonetheless and get it ready. So right now we are cut down some trees behind the cabin and stuff like that, things that can fall down on the cabin, and we just have to prepare the place. So I could show you what I'm going. So this around at the back near where the water tanker is. So we already cut down this one. The guys now work along the fence line, go all the way behind the car. The cabin. I'll show you what I'm going in that. So all of them things here, so on the back line going up. Clear the tree them. Dog food, everything, I have to pick them off. Clear everything off the tree. These I go blow and blow it. All of these. One of yellow, that one here now. Eh? Guana? Good. Star fruit. Fruity. Eh?
No, me tell her if it come.
Passion fruit.
You can't get.
What?
Can't say see if someone in passion.
Are the cherry them? Eh? Cherry them there, Jai. Jai, you put the cherry them, eh? Eh? It's a last minute things are happening in the background, so I just get a call say I don't know through this is solar panels go up to category can withstand up to a category 2 hurricane, and them say we are gonna get a category 3. So does that mean we need to strap down the panels? So that we may have to know if I have to get some rope or something where we can use to strap down the panel. So we start getting the breeze already. So I'll try to get some rope and know where we can strap down the solar panel them. And to put them on the roof. Go get some rope. I have to go try to see if we can get this solar thing sorted out now.
Mm-hmm.
So carry just on this.
Uh-huh.
Carry it under,
Uh-huh.
over,
Uh-huh.
and just come back and tie it back.
Alright.
This will roll that time. And then basically after the triangle the same thing with that side.
Okay.
Really this is what we do.
Alright.
I'm kept in a sports mode. Feel firm still, you know, but the tight one said it.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what he instructed you to do.
Alright.
Well, hopefully help with some farmer resistance.
probably know me need to do it so, but this time wrap it around the outside. That way it kind of slide to them.
Yeah.
See? So one day over that side and one day.
Oh yeah.
We set off the preparations for the cabins, but now we have to go to the other property. We'll make sure it's that secure as well. We have some like the rubbish bin, some like tables around at the back, and one umbrella we take up and put on inside. And then also we are going to spread out bed and stuff because push come to shove is either plan B if you're in a evacuation case. Maybe if anything we have to bring we guests them, go put them out there to stay temporarily. So we kind of clean it up same way. We just had a guest check out yesterday outside, so we are clean it up and get it ready just in case. So that we are doing now, so we are go to the other property. Alright, so I'm moving the chairs from outside. So them there and the table, and I move the umbrella inside too and pack it up. These, however, I wanted to install on the door, but them come a little bit taller than the door, and I'm required to cut them, and I never bring the hacksaw with me, so we can't cut that. So that didn't get done. So that's that as we speak. So I'm gonna lock up the back door now. Shelly has finished with spreading out the beds and so on upstairs. Yeah, basically this one is somewhat ready. Apart from the stuff inside, which you can't leave outside because of the hurricane. So yeah, this one is somewhat ready, or should I say it is ready because it is cleaned and everything. Yeah. So in the event we need to have a guest come out here, this can probably accommodate them. So I head back up now. There's a couple of things we have to do. So we have to take off the pool deck chairs and the umbrellas, pack those away. Think we might have to let out some of the water out of the pool, which I don't even know if it makes sense because it just like overflow still. And then just have some other little tidying up to do up by the cabin. So we're gonna sort out all of them. I leave now and go back up and sort out all of those things. Yep.
Where are you putting those? Okay.
Give me the
Other part?
yeah. Alright, so it's now 7:45, Wednesday the 3rd. The last bulletin, so we should start seeing the effect of Beryl around 8 o'clock. So before the rain starts and all of that, I'm gonna do a walk at the property just to make sure say everything good and we well ready, and just for also make sure say the guests them feel safe and thing. I do that now. Alright, so said. So start get the breeze you know. You can see the tree them. Not really see no guests outside, but yeah, I still go out there to do a quick walk, you know. Still go out there to do a quick walk. Alright, look on this now, guys. You know what that? Why if I cherry this, you know? This I go blow off of the tree later, you know, so try go and pick some of them, you know. So that the neighbors them still a cut tree. Pick some of them cherry right now. I need to find the ground already. Take up some of them. Can't waste food in them time, any peeps. We have to eat everything we can get. Not true. Guys, when this time come without the food. Yo. Anyway. So, yeah. See rain. Rain come over here. And the wind. Leaky morning. I have one heap of jelly on the tree. Hopefully they want to blow off still. You know, 100 ripe fit yet, but so it's going at this time, you know. So 10:30. Start get breeze, thunder, and so on. Yeah. Start get a heavy breeze now. Go on, watch and see. As you say. update. 1 p.m. Still have a good breeze. We have drizzling in terms of the rain. But this is what's happening. Let's go check the cabin. See where that is. Oh, that is doing. Trees around at the back. But that's basically where we are now. This is at 1 p.m. This is a 1 p.m. update. You know? Just a check-in for Wagwan. Same way. And this episode of hosting our Airbnb guests through a hurricane. So it's now, alright, so it's now 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. We get the rain now, and I get breeze, not consistent, but intermittent. We get good breeze every now and then. But we still manage to keep updated with what happen online. Thank God them said the storm not gonna be a direct hit, but it'll pass along the south coast. So we're supposed to, but we still have to feel the effects of it. Rain and wind. As it relates to the guests, we have 3 different scenarios with guests. One set of guests, we're not hear from them, but we had told them before they come that there's a hurricane and they still chose to come, so I think they are quite good. The other set of guests, they are locals who were meant to check out today, but they are planning on staying as well. And then the third guest had a mishap with flight and couldn't leave the country, got stuck. We had to extend the stay for her. No, she is in here with us as well. But it's kind of difficult because at the same time we have guests there. We can't really relax or focus and protecting ourselves, because we have to also be thinking about the guests that are staying in the cabin. We have to be ready in the event of any emergencies. We can jump in and solve a situation, but that makes it extra difficult for us. I mean, if it was just a hurricane and there was no guest in the cabin, we do what we need to do, pack up what we need to pack up over there, and we can just focus on ourselves. But in this minute now, we can't focus. We have guests who are not used to the hurricane and call me at 2 o'clock at night when they hear the thunder and the lightning and so on, and then they know if they them a panic and stuff like that. So we have to help them to remain calm as well. But that's what make it extra difficult, guys. Going through it with the guests makes it extra difficult. But we are documented still and bring it through the journey with us. Maybe somebody else out there in a situation like this want to know how would you deal with a situation like this. This is how we do it. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong, but this time we have to extend We have to extend ourselves to help keeping others safe. We have checked out, as I said, one guest was supposed to check out today. They can't leave, so they have to just stay put till tomorrow. And then we have one of the other guests was supposed to check out tomorrow, but the airport closed, so more than likely them can't leave either. And this other guest said that the next flight out is like the 6th, which is like 3 days away. So them have to stay too. So even after all of this and the hurricane pass, we still have to keep these guests until them can get a flight out of Jamaica. But that's where it's at. Just giving you an update as to where we are and what our headspace is like in this moment. Alright? Look across the hill, guys. That is rain coming. That is rain coming. Rain. Alright guys, so 4:30 now, and you can say it there. Like that. It's crazy on the outside. Everything. And the light officially gone now. So we have to just take it there. It's here, right? Beryl is here. We officially lose all communication with guests now because no internet, so them can't reach out to it. And then me WhatsApp with call and everything. So everybody have to stay in them cabin until it's safe to come out. That's the order of the day now. The update is that if there's a need for evacuation or anything like that, they would leave the cabin and head to the lounge inside there, which is a concrete roof, so they should be safer inside there. But serious winds right now. I hear the trees creaking, which means they are bending and breaking. Beryl is here. Back on the inside now, guys. Like I said, light gone. So that's where we are right now. Alright. This is 4:30, July the 3rd, inside Hurricane Beryl. Alright guys, so that's a 5 PM update. Still on that. Hurricane Beryl I passed through here now. Alright guys, so it's 6 PM. Get the 6 PM update. You can see a couple people out on the road drop some. The thing is, intact. A couple trees out from the gate and stuff. Light still not come back yet, so it's still out of light. But yeah, just a check in 6 PM, and this is what's happening in Hurricane Beryl. Still a lot of breeze. We go through some serious breeze a while earlier though, around 4 or 5 o'clock. We go through some serious breeze. Man, I tell you, me have to run, I couldn't come outside, man, I tell you like. But this is where we are at 6, alright? Alright guys, so it's the morning after the night before, in the aftermath of Beryl. So what I gotta do now, I inspect the place, just walk and see what had happened, if there's any damages. I know a few roads blocked, so if anybody I try to leave the cabin, them can't leave because the road going back to the main road is blocked. But I see 2 trees on the road, so we might have to get that sorted out. But for now, we just have to walk and see what the damages were, if any. Tree that drop down. 2 tree at the entrance. Go over. Window mesh. Pool full of leaf. All of them tree right there so bend. If I get those cleaned up. Ooh. String like bust off. Puppy pop. Sure. That is so good. Yep. You can see that tree not make it at all. The breeze will rip this into. Oh. Rip into. These blow over. If I trim up all of these, lighten up back the space and start again fresh. So if I cut down all of these and leave 1 and 2 so it just sketch back in time. Tree I dropped down from the fence. Damage the fence. I have to get this fixed up. trim up them there. Alright, so see a couple tree drop down. Some of the plantain tree them, some tree run at the back. But for the most part, cabin standing firm and sound. So that means this should be okay. Now for the roads, I look down this side. Actually, they see them tree and blow down. So in the morning, I have to come and clear this. I have a little power saw, so hopefully it can move this out of the road. Hopefully it can move this out of the road. See me down there, so that's a block too. A couple tree fall. So I go check the other side of the road. We'll get this moved. I have a little power saw, we can just cut this up and try to draw it to the side them and see if we can get right as a clear this morning. This might need the work too, but I'm gonna check the other side of the road. So this drop right there, so which should be an easy move. Further down the road, I think have some blockage too. So I move this out of the way now, and then let's see what I'm going down the road. Right, that's up on the main road. It's just a drop down, but I guess you can drive around it. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad, so you can go around this. But what? You know how going on Long Hill. You know how going on Long Hill. So even if you come out, you know what happened. Alright, so I walk the route and assess where the blockages are. Now I can better communicate to the guests that want to leave. So apparently there's two little blockages on our road, which I clear one and I gotta clear the other one now. But like on Long Hill, apparently there are some little blockages up there, but I talked to a taxi man and him say he never have to stop and move nothing, but it's slow moving. You have to take time go through them. So at least them can come off of Plantain Hill and them can come off of Long Hill. So I'm heading back now to communicate that to them and make them know say if they want to leave, they can That's the local ones, that is. Alright, so I'm done clean up that section here, right? So now I move to the next section down there, so and clear that part there as well. Woo. This is a workout, right? This is a workout. So basically, clear the road for go down now. So all of this and all of that and all of that. So I guess somebody can freely drive through if they need to leave, you know. Alright. We're still at Oast through the hurricane. We just set off the guests that are staying at the cabins. You know, we have to communicate with them to say if what them need, how them ride out the storm, and if them have any issues. A couple of them actually wants to go on the road. So we did have to come on the road to assess the other property which we just reached to. So we kind of check to see if anywhere open, so if them can go up on the road. But one of the things is the cell coverage down, so we can't really call nowhere. And the guests that are there now, they don't drive, and them need to talk to like the taxi men who always bring them around. But I guess in the taxi men phone coverage down too, and them probably not have no lie. We get some words about 60% of the island is without power. I don't know how true that is, but that is the case now. We still don't have any power at the cabins, but the solar system pretty much work for now, so at least them can get to charge up them devices and them get internet through the Starlink, where them can reach out to them family and whoever over that. But as we say, we come on the road. We are come assess the next property now, because no power is here either, so we don't know what happened on the camera. So we are come check that out too to see if there is any damages, or if anything, if the storm do anything, well, need our attention right away. Alright? Alright, so basically, most of what we see at the mat here look like it absorbs everything will come on underneath the door. I really see no other issues inside the back door, like I said. The mat here dry. Good. Alright, so around from the back, good. Go upstairs. Let's see what I'm going upstairs. What's there?
Alright.
Good. Window. No leaking. What's that? So good. Sorry. Yeah, so good too. Alright. So it tastes alright. Just not have no pour.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we learned about this hurricane on the 30th of June. Maybe there was information around before, but that's the time when we really became aware of it. And when we checked our calendar at that time, we recognized that we would have guests during the time that it was expected that the hurricane would be in the vicinity of Jamaica. We even had guests scheduled to check out and others to check in on the actual date when the hurricane should be closest or on the island. So we had to kind of get some communication as well as some physical preparation on the way to make sure that we cover ourselves as well as our guests. So we had a couple was supposed to check in on the 30th, which is the day when we became aware. Actually, the guests brought the issue to our attention. Like, we were aware of it before, but the guests kind of made us more conscious of it by asking about her safety. And it was at that time that I consulted the media and recognized that a bulletin or some advisory was sent out by the Prime Minister, which I shared with the guests. I know the effects of a hurricane, theoretically and in experience. So I communicated that before the guests came that, all right, these may be some of the effects. This is what the government is saying. We don't know if we're going to get a direct hit as it's early days, but it's definitely coming in our vicinity and we must prepare for some effects. So on that basis, I gave the guests the option to reschedule or even cancel. So I put all of that in the hands of the guests. I didn't really want to stop their vacation, stop the plan, especially since on many occasions we hear predictions of hurricane, but the effects are minimal. So I didn't want to just go ahead and cancel from my end, especially that it was the morning when the guests should have checked in that we started having the discussion. So I left it up to the guests and they decided that they were going to come. These are overseas persons, so they were coming on the island for the purpose of staying at our Airbnb and doing excursions in Jamaica. So I communicated to the guests what the effects may be. I even made it clear that you may not be able to get out because in the case of a hurricane, airport may be closed and stuff like that. So I gave them the option to make that choice. Anyways, they decided that they still wanted to come, and so we had all 3 cabins booked. As we drew closer to the date, that was Tuesday, I recognized the importance of sending out some form of communication to tell what the plan, the emergency plan is, because we never really had one first. So I had to sit down carefully and think about it and craft a plan. So this was actually the message that I sent out. Let me find it here. And this message was shared with all of the guests on property so that they can be, because we have the 3 cabins and 2 guests from 2 cabins are not Jamaicans. I don't know if they have experienced a hurricane. Yes, persons may have the knowledge of a hurricane, but I don't know if they really know what the implications would be for them here on property. So I wanted to make this clear. So I started off by greeting them, of course. It was in the morning, and then this is what I shared. As of 5 a.m., the Meteorological Service of Jamaica has maintained a hurricane warning for Jamaica. This means that in 36 hours or less, the dangerous effects of a hurricane are expected, including severe rainfall and high winds. Wanted to make those 2 very clear so that they can know that they're supposed to expect that it is going to rain and it's going to be intense and it's going to be windy. We are in the hills, we have a lot of trees, and we must then think of what the effects of the wind may be. The island-wide hurricane conditions are likely to have effect on the amenities on property. Some effects may be power outage, disruption in the internet service, heavy destructive wind, lightning, and thunder. Again, I try to go further than stating the facts, the effects too, like the power outage, because these cabins, several of the amenities inside require electricity. So if there are power outages, it means that you may not be able to cook. It means that the air condition may not work. It means that the water pressure will be lower. So all of this we communicated. Within the community, there may be fallen trees causing blocked roadways, landslide, and flooding. These conditions may make it difficult to traverse in and out. So this message was also sent to kind of get them to think about their flight, how they are going to get out. If they had planned any other excursion, would they be able to actually go through with these? In the event of any significant damage on property, the nearest hurricane shelter, as communicated by the ODPEM, is the Anchovy High School, which is located 5 minutes away. Generally, evacuation calls are made by the government prior to the storm. However, should there be a sudden need for evacuation, head to the lounge on property, providing that it is safe to do so, and from there we will assess our situation and determine the next safest course of action. So, the lounge that we have, it is a concrete structure. So if, let's say, the roof from a cabin goes, at least we would know that we have some more confidence in a concrete roof than in a standing seam roof, probably. I don't know. So we had this area as our emergency gathering area, and then from there we would have determined if we need to walk, if we need to get some form of support, if we need to drive to the shelter. During the course of today, we will be doing preparatory work on and around the property. If you have not yet done so, you are encouraged to stock up on essentials, non-perishable food, water, etc. Also, ensure that your mobile devices are charged. If you have important documents, consider putting them in plastic bags to prevent them from getting wet. In your kitchen cabinet drawer, you will find a first aid kit and a flashlight. The emergency contact information for the police fire department can be found in the guest book in your cabin. Also, we are on the neighboring property and can assist in responding to emergencies. We're hoping that Hurricane Beryl will pass incident-free, but for now, be safe. So we gave out this information to guide, but also to get them to think about whether or not this is where they want to stay during the storm. If they have an opportunity to exit the country, this message actually prompt them to think about that. So this was sent to all of the guests and they were comfortable enough to stay. So apart from the communication aspect of preparation, we went now into the physical preparation. So I was the one dealing with the communication aspect, my ladies who work and prepare the space, and Ramon was dealing with the more active outdoor physical preparation. So we're out of the woods as it relates to the hurricane aspect, but we haven't gotten electricity. The electricity from JPS hasn't been restored. We're actually using the solar power. Let's see how that will keep up through the day and through the night. But as it relates to the storm, we've covered that part. We're still hosting as some of our guests are not able to leave the island as yet. And we are still trying to make this experience as comfortable as possible, despite the natural disaster. So that's how we did our first hosting during a hurricane. And it's all a part of the life as Airbnb hosts. If you would like to stay at one of our properties, we'd be more than happy to welcome you. We have 3 cabins, right? Plantain Cabin, Turn Plantain Cabin, Green Plantain Cabin. All of these cabins are at the Plantain Hill Cabins. So all of these all three cabins make up Plantain Hill Cabins. We also have a 2-bedroom townhouse, which is on the other side of the city. And that townhouse is very comfortable. It's more family oriented, home style kind of thing. So if you are traveling to the Montego Bay, or you are going to be spending some time in this area, or you know someone who will be spending time in this area, this is a recommended space for families. So until next time, keep the dream alive and see you soon.